Title of this story from the AITA subreddit is, Am I the astronaut for refusing to keep planning my brother's wedding because of his fiance's behavior? Little backstory, went no contact with my family at 18, had my first kid at 19 with my husband that I'm still with today. He's 48 and our age gap is the main issue with my future sister-in-law. I reconnected with my family when I was 24. I, 27 female, was basically acting as my brother's wedding planner for free. This is because 2 years ago, my cousin's wedding planner dropped off the face of the earth and I stepped in to help, and everyone loved what I did because I swear to God, I'm the only person in that family with even a smidge of organizational skills. My future sister-in-law, 27 female, is a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. She keeps making comments about how I got with an older man for the money, and so now I have to sit around all day and do nothing. I'm a stay-at-home mother now that I've had my second child. I tried to ignore her, but I reached my limit last week when she made a comment to my daughter, 8 female. Oh, shiz. Red flagging. Don't get me wrong, I love my brother and I wanted to make his experience spectacular and cost-effective for him. I'm a hairstylist, so I agreed to do the wedding party's hair for free as my wedding gift to them. I hooked them up with a makeup artist I know who's giving them a discount, and the caterer is a friend of my husband who is giving them a lot of freebies. Now that I'm no longer involved in the process, everyone is charging their standard rates and they're looking for a new stylist. What'd she say? Last week, I was at my brother's place with his future in-laws discussing hairstyles. His future mother-in-law is currently in the process of regrowing her hair after chemo, so I was deciding on a wig versus extensions. While I was focused on her, my future sister-in-law was with my daughter, and she asked her if she thought it was cool that mommy married her daddy so she doesn't have to work. This bitch said, "What? To your kid?" I asked her what she thought she was doing, and she said she just wanted to see if my daughter knew that I married my husband for the money. I packed up immediately and left. I called my brother to tell him that I would no longer be helping with anything, which then led to other parties I brought in raising their prices to standard rates. My brother thinks I'm being childish because now my actions are going to cost them an extra few $1,000s and they may not be able to afford that. He thinks I'm the asshole for not doing it for him like I was before. Am I the astronaut? Top comment here, NTA at all. Your brother needs to speak to his fiancé about her behavior, not to you about your reaction to it. OP's response, he's spoken to her before about it, but he's pissed off because I've decided to stop tolerating it for now. The question is, am I the astronaut for refusing to keep planning my brother's wedding because of his fiancé's behavior? Absolutely not. This is ridiculous that somebody can actually act like this and expect people to do them favors still. You know, the hypocrisy of it is the great part where she's like, oh, you just married him for the money so you can just sit around and do nothing all day. Yeah, bitch, like doing this for you for free. And then she kept pushing. She kept pushing and pushing and pushing and saying shit and saying shit and saying shit. And then to your kid, that's the line. That's the line was before then. Like, she disrespected you so many times that I don't know how you didn't say something like, first of all, I work. Second of all, because of the little bit of freedom that I do have, that's how I'm able to do this shit for you for free. So keep talking and see what happens. Her mouth ended up costing them a few extra $1,000 as a start. And now they don't have a planner, so logistics are going to be a nightmare. Who's taking over that? Is she going to run them off too? The fact that the brother is like, you're being childish, instead of, I'm so sorry she said that, let me talk to her, is another one of these big ass red flags. Because he either knows what he's getting into and has just accepted that that's his fate, his reality for the rest of his life, to put up with this harpy who's going to burn every bridge that he has built right now, or he's just trying to survive the wedding. But it kind of sounds like this is who she is as a person. It's who she is. I don't think this is a bridezilla thing. I think this is a shitty person thing. Abso-freaking-lutely. The line that she crossed happened way before she talked to your kid, but once she talked to your kid, you have no choice. She left you with no choice at all, and she is absolutely living on ASCON 1, firmly planted with a flag that says here to stay, and I don't know how the this guy is like, you know what? I'm going to spend the rest of my life with that woman. This can't be the only person that she's like that to. It can't be. And also, tell me you're jealous without telling me you're jealous, because somebody has a little bit of freedom. So she let her jealousy run her mouth and run their wedding plans into the ground and cost them extra money. So she's jealous that she doesn't have the resources to have the little bit of freedom that OP has. So her solution was to cost them more money when they have limited resources because she doesn't have the freedom that, okay, good job, future sister-in-law. Good job, bro, finding that one. You picked him real good. And someday this bee is going to end up getting this freedom that she so desperately desires, and she's going to be a stay-at-home mom, and she's going to think, I finally made it. I finally climbed the mountain, and now I get to stay at home with my wee little babies. And 2 months later, she's going to be like, what have I done? I haven't seen the sunshine in ages. I haven't spoken to another adult human. I've been watching Coco Melon for 3 days straight, and it's all starting to make sense. I've lost my mind. That's got to be the hardest damn job in the world. Gotta be. Can't be an asshole to people and expect them to keep helping you, Mercy. Yes, and I talk about that a lot. People who treat people like shit and then turn around and ask them to do them a favor or expect them to continue doing them favors are my least favorite kind of people on the planet. Because that level of assholeism, that level of assholery knows no limits. None.